sarap! I forgot my spatula! There's a hole! I tried.
We are here at SM Megamall to visit IDIM DIY Bakery. You can find their store at the 4th floor of the atrium. Let's look for it.
Nandito kami sa IDIM Do-It-Yourself Bakery, and today we're gonna make our own cakes. Sana mag-succeed kami. Let's go!
After signing up and finishing registration, they give you an armband like this one. This just helps track all the people that go in and out of the store. You also leave an ID for your locker key so that you can keep all of your stuff and valuables inside your locker. Phones are allowed on the floor, and they even give you a selfie stick to use so that you can document your cake adventure. Once you're suited up, they give you a tablet, which has all of the instructions of your cake of choice.
This is the cake that I'm making today. It's a taro crepe cake. So excited! So I need my tablet to be with me all the time. Okay, let's go get ingredients.
You don't have to be a professional baker to visit IDIM DIY Bakery. No baking skills required. In fact, the both of us are making our cakes for the first time ever. We have never baked anything before this day. Everyone is definitely welcome to come and try. All of the ingredients that you will need to bake your dessert are in the store. They have a well-stocked pantry and also high-tech equipment that makes you feel like a baking pro. Now it's time to gather all of the ingredients and put together all of the things that I will need to bake my cake for today. I am making a taro crepe cake and I'm so excited to see how it's gonna turn out. My sister is making a rainbow cake and I'm excited for that as well.
Mahirap maging cake boss. I forgot my spatula. My spatula is here.
Of course, we had a few hiccups as we went along, but we managed to pull through.
Yan lang yan, di ba? Okay. Okay. Okay.
You are given around 2 hours in the store to complete your cake of choice. And it can get a little bit confusing when it comes to picking ingredients or operating equipment. Luckily, there's always someone ready to help you in case you need a little bit of help.
Okay. It's cooking time. Wait. Wait. Oh, okay. Again, it's okay na.
Matakaw po ka lang.
I am lost. Mahirap pala to. Oh gosh.
Super thankful for all the friendly staff at IDIM DIY Bakery who helped me finish my cake. Not only did I walk out of the store happy, but also have learned a new skill. Now I know how to make crepes. Hopefully, one day in the future, I can make this on my own. Let's start the timer.
Oh no. Kailangan ko pa pala yun.
Here's my sister working on her cake. Each cake takes around the same amount of time to finish. So if you're working on separate cakes with a partner, you're gonna finish at around the same time. Here I am making my crepes. Let me show you how I did it. First, it's important that the pan that you use is not too hot. Second, it's important that you dance. I learned that you should use your dominant hand to grab the pan. Then, using your other hand, grab a ladle full of mix and then pour it over the hot pan. The excess goes back into the bowl and you repeat the process until you have finished all of your batter. After a while, the edges of your crepe will turn golden brown. This is when you know that it's time to use a spatula to lift the edges so that you can flip it off of the pan. All the staff at IDIM DIY Bakery were so helpful, and after a few coaching lessons, I was able to make my crepes on my own. So if I can do it, you can do it too. Here's a quick demo of my new crepe making skills. Grab your pan, make sure it's not too hot. Scoop mix from the bowl and pour it onto your pan. Make sure that you do this step really quickly to make sure that you don't get a thick crepe. If there is any excess, pour it back into the bowl. You're gonna repeat this process until all of your mix has been finished. The cake that I picked requires a little bit of patience since I had to do making the crepes several times until I have finished everything. Also, I had to stop a few times just to check if the heat of my pan is still the correct temperature. I've never made crepes before, and from this experience, I can say that it's kinda like making pancakes, except it's a little thinner. I repeated this process around 15 times until I have finally finished everything that was in my bowl. Once I was done, I was definitely proud of myself. I'm done! Here are all the crepes that I made. Now it's time to let my sister try.
And then, circle it around using your wrist. Coat the whole pan. Faster. Then throw the excess. Throw the excess. Throw the excess. There's no excess. Oh, wala. Mali yan. There's a hole. I tried.
Like all skills, it takes a few tries before you get it right. But that's the point of learning, so just have fun with it. No pressure. After all, it's just cake. Now that I'm done making all of my crepes, it's time to line them up. I had to make 2 stacks, carefully placing them on top of each other. Once I have my stacks, it's time to get my mold. You want to make sure that none of your crepes are folded so that everything gets cut. Using a metal ring, you place it on top of your crepes and press down. This makes the shape of your cake. Using your free hand, gently peel off the excess of the edges of your crepe. This bit doesn't go into the cake, so I ate it. I repeated this process twice on both of my stacks so that I have all of my cake layers done. Same thing, placing the metal ring on top and pressing down as much as I can. Using my free hand, I grab the excess to make sure that I make nice, good circles. Once this part is done, you set your crepes aside and then it's time to work on the filling and also the icing that you're gonna use to decorate your cake. Alright, it's time to grab ingredients again. It's important that you use a weighing scale to make sure that you get the exact amount of measurements for each ingredient that you need for your cake. Their fridge is well stocked, so you'll have everything that you need to finish your recipe. For mine, I needed ube paste, some butter, whipping cream, some milk, and a whole lot of sugar. This is the last few steps of my cake baking process, and at this point, I'm super happy with myself being able to make a cake for the first time ever. It's been a great experience overall at IDIM DIY Bakery. With a friendly staff, high-quality ingredients, and high-grade equipment, it's a really fun activity for you to do with your friends and family. It really makes you feel like a pro, even if you've never had any baking experience prior to this. And if ever you do make a mistake, don't worry, it's part of life. It doesn't have to be perfect the first time. What's important is that you learn from your mistakes and try again. Don't worry so much about getting it perfect, but focus on trying to finish the recipe that you have committed to. After all, being perfect is not the goal. Instead, we should focus all of our energy to becoming the best that we can. You are enough, so don't worry about it so much. If you're confused, it's okay to take a moment, maybe ask for help, and then pick up where you left off and power through. This lesson applies to both cake and also in life. Alright, back to making cake. I've collected all of my ingredients. Now it's time to mix them together so that I can make the icing and also the filling that goes into my crepe cake. After that, all the steps are done and I am finished.
with this. Let's decorate. Put the piping tip at the tip of the pastry bed. Put a small hole. Put it inside. Set aside. It's filling time. This is the end. I'm almost done. It's cake decorating time. This is my cake. My cake.
And this is her rainbow cake. We have finished everything from beginning to end.
I made a crepe, taro. I made a rainbow cake. Hindi pa ako tapos. I made a crepe, taro, mermaid cake. Oh wow. Mine is a rainbow cloud cake. Yay! So pretty. Super fun. It was a bit challenging in the start because we've never made a cake before. We never baked before. Our first cake ever. Oh, yay! Super fun. Great activity for you to do with friends and family and stuff like that. Thanks for watching this video.